Yo, what's going on, world? It's your boy Najee from Cigar Talk. And today I got a very special guest, man. Seated to my left, y'all been asking for her too. They told me I need more women on the show, so I had to come get her. I got Miss Jayda Chivas. That's how you say it?
Jayda Chivas. Yes, you said it right.
I like Jayda Wayda though. Like that
Jayda
name,
Wayda.
That name fire. It just
hit
clicked.
different. Yeah.
Where you get that from? Like who gave you that? Who named you that?
They used to call me that when I was like a kid, like a baby. So it just
that was like a little child.
Yeah, a child name, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just keep it.
Yeah. So you been rocking with that ever since?
I used to hate it though. That's the crazy thing.
How?
I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired of people calling me Wayda. And then when I got older, I'm like, you know what? This shit kind of fire.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it.
Hold on, is it one of those ones that stuck so much, like your family say that too?
Yes.
Yeah.
My whole family. Everybody call me Jayda Wayda.
Jayda Wayda. Damn, that's hard. Man, it's crazy. I just been watching you from afar, like, you know, your career kind of moving around. Like, I see it on social. When you think of like what an influencer is, I feel like that's what your definition of that. You feel like that?
No.
No? Why not?
I just be doing me, and it works for me.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I don't even say I'm an influencer, only because like I'm literally just being myself. I don't put a title on me being me. You know, it just It just happens to work for me and pays me, but I'm appreciative of it. You know, I love having influence, but
for sure.
I don't get too caught up in the title. You know,
I feel you.
Like,
the title kind of corny, like
corny as
influencer.
fuck. Like
yeah,
nobody wants to say like I'm an influencer. Like no.
But I mean, you can't hide from what it is though. Like I'm just saying because when I'm looking at your fan base, it's like a cult. Like you got a whole like they
don't
real
play. They're different.
Active.
They different.
Yeah. When did you feel like you started really growing this thing? Like, you know, kind of creating this group of people that really follow you and fuck with everything that you're doing?
I would say I was always like really popular in my hometown, Savannah.
Okay.
But once Facebook became a thing, it was like out of town, people started reaching out to me. Famous people started following me. Once Instagram came about, all those people from Facebook migrated to Instagram, and then that's when I really like, oh shit, I'm about to go to Atlanta. I would come to Atlanta, link with like all like the lit people. Yeah. And it just like, you know, carried on and kept carrying on.
You say you was always popular. Like what you did to get popular? Like what is it? Cause when I was in school, it was like, I'm from New York, so it was like you play basketball, you lit. If you on a team, you lit. If you get fly, like you had all the Jordans and shit back in the day, you was lit. Or you was thugging, some shit like that. But what was it? What was it for you that was
I was doing all three of
this
those.
made me? Oh yeah.
I was thugging. I'm playing. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, I wasn't thugging. But like, I used to change my hair a lot. Like I would probably dye my hair like twice a month. Like my real hair, this before wigs and all that stuff was in. Yeah. I used to be dyeing my real hair. I would be like blue hair one week, purple hair the next week, green. Like hair was my thing. I feel like a lot of girls tapped into me because they used to like or be interested in how I was gonna have my hair this week. And then I was a sneakerhead. Like Jordans, I had every pair of Jordans.
Me too.
Didn't miss a drop. Yeah. Stand outside in the line, in the cold, in the rain, sleet, snow. I was gonna get my shoes. And I don't know, I just was me, like getting dressed, putting that shit on.
Put that shit on.
Literally, putting that shit on before it was even popular, you know, like just creating waves, setting trends back when I was like, before I even knew of having that many followers, you know? Yeah.
So what was the first time you kind of realized like, all right, people are like watching what I'm doing, like they watching what I'm on?
I would say when I had my first business and I sold out within a couple hours, like all over the world. So I just, you know, I had only got like 200 t-shirts. And in the matter of like the next morning, because I think I dropped like 10 o'clock that night. And then the next morning I had to wake up for school and I was completely sold out. I was like,
damn. Right.
Hold on now. Y'all ain't tell me I can make money off this shit. Right. It's time to turn up. Yeah. So I just, you know, started buying more t-shirts. My brand name was Amore My Hustle. My name at the time on Instagram was Amore Jayda. Okay. And I just created a whole like movement for just loving what you do, loving your hustle. Because Amore means love. Yeah. And I just created a whole, like you said, that cult of girls. Because a lot of those girls still to this day follow me.
Yeah, that's fire. I love that. But what gave you the idea that you was just like, all right, I gotta sell t-shirts? Like, what was the moment that you kind of wanted to take the following and put the monetization part to it?
So I was working at a restaurant, and I honestly...
Which restaurant?
It's this restaurant in Savannah called Pirate's House.
Pirate's House?
It's very, like, historical restaurant. Like,
Okay.
it's real. Everybody, when you visit Savannah, you got to eat there. It's super good. I was a hostess, and one day I had blue hair because I was in high school. I used to always change the color of my hair. And the manager came up to me and was like, oh, you got to have that out by tomorrow. And I was like...
Damn.
Hold on. And I already hate, like, my grandma forced me to get a job because she just was like that traditional grandmother. Like, when you turn 16, you get a job, go to college, like, just tradition.
Yeah.
I was like, nah. But I had to listen because I can't go against what my grandma's saying. So I was like, I'm going to show them I can make some money. So I had gathered all my clothes I was wearing because I would always, like, I don't know how I was doing it, but I would find money to, like, buy my stuff from Forever 21 and get my Jordans. It didn't matter how. I don't know.
Right.
I still can't even put it
that
together.
That was a lot back then.
Yeah, no, it was a
leave.
lot. But I would, like, sell cupcakes, cookies. Like, I was going to make sure I was able to get my Jordans that came out. I ain't have nothing else to spend my money on.
Right.
So, after I got that news at work that day, I was like, you know what? I'm going to figure out a way to make me some money. So Poshmark, it was like this really big trend of reselling your clothes on this app. So I put a whole bunch of my stuff from Forever 21 on this app, and all my stuff sold out.
Damn.
And it's like $10 T-shirts. I'm selling it for like, if I paid $10,
what was the price point? Yeah, what
I
you
would sell
selling?
it for $7.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you pay, so
if
you
I paid
selling
$10,
under the-
yeah, you drop the price.
Yeah.
And it worked for me.
Right.
So then that's when I was like, okay, I had my Poshmark before I started my T-shirt line. So Poshmark just gave me like that like, hold on, I could sell to my followers. I could actually monetize off of this. And then that's when I started my T-shirt line.
I love that. That's super cool to me. Obviously now, like, you've transitioned into like this brand, right? Like,
Yeah.
Is it Wait a Minute? Is that what?
Wait a Minute.
Wait a Minute. How different is this point where you at? Just like fundamentally, like how different is the Wait a Minute brand from when you was selling your Love or More T-shirts?
I mean,
like,
goodness.
Like obviously the level is different, but I mean, like, is the hustle different or it's kind of the same?
Oh yeah, I've been a hustler. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been hungry for it. The only thing different now is I'm just more skilled to know, like, don't do this, do this. And life is all about going through those experiences and learning from them. So the things that I know now, I didn't know back then, but I wouldn't know now if I didn't experience it 6 years ago. So I would just say now I'm just more knowledgeable when it comes to running a business. And I know the mistakes I can't make again that I made years ago with all my other business ventures that didn't work out.
Yeah. Can you give us one? Because there's a lot of aspiring creatives that watch this, and people like, damn, I see Jayda, how I get my clothing line? What's a mistake? Like, if you could tell yourself something back then, like with the information you have now, how do you tell somebody, what can you tell somebody that, like, you can avoid this mistake? What would you say?
I would say my first mistake, or my biggest mistake when I was running my business, was thinking I could do everything myself. And I would honestly tell girls who, you know, want to start a business, it's cool to, like, know all the ropes so that, say, for instance, if this person you hired can't help you out this day, you still know how to do it yourself. But I felt back then like I had all the answers.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to ask for help. I didn't want to call this person with a hair business and say, which merchant are you using? I'm just trying to figure all this stuff out myself. And honestly, now in life, I'm asking questions. I don't give a fuck who turns me down or look at me crazy. Like, no, I'm going to ask. So to this day, I still, like, get advice from people I'm following in the same business lane as me. Like, what shipping station shipping station, which delivery company are you using? Like, ask questions.
Yeah.
Because back then I didn't do that. And I would say that's my biggest advice to inspiring or aspiring entrepreneurs is, like, ask, figure it out, ask somebody.
Yeah.
Like, no question is a dumb question.
I love that. That's a great gem that you just gave out.
Yeah.
In terms of the actual brand, like, because I see that, like, it's hard to make a brand, right? Like, when I'm just watching people, because to me, it's a difference between, like, selling merch and then creating a brand, right?
Oh, no,
like,
it's
that
a huge
people
difference.
believe in your shit, they believe in you. I watch shit like, my ex used to have me watching the Fenty shows that they doing their whole selling their shit. How do you, like, what is your method in terms of, like, building a brand? Like, what do you think when you think about just, like, brand building?
So I would just say I like to give girls things I think that they need. Like me, I'm not going to shop with a company if I don't like their visuals or I don't like how their website look. So the thing with Wait a Minute is I'm trying to sell my girls an experience, not just clothes, but like a whole experience to where they like, I got to buy that collection when she dropped. I think that's my biggest marketing strategy is just like selling an experience.
Yeah.
Like that's the ultimate goal at the end of each drop is making them feel like, dang, I got my money's worth.
Yeah, for that. You sound like you a hustler. Like you sold a bunch of. I've seen you selling hair before.
I
You
did
was
it all.
selling
Cookies, cupcakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Which hustle you feel like was the hardest one for you?
Hair. Oh my
Hair?
God. I took like the biggest L of my life
How?
selling hair.
Hair? Every girl buying bundles.
Yeah, it's great money.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You run that shit up quick.
Right.
But you got to deal with those chargebacks, customer complaints, refunds. Every batch of hair isn't a good batch. It's just a lot of backlash like that you're gonna get. And that's with any hair company. I don't care if you sell the best hair in the world. I order hair from different companies now and I'm paying like top tier prices, but I still deal with like bad batches. And I was dealing with that before it was like even a thing to sell hair. I was like one of the only smaller businesses back up against like companies like Snob Life and Kendra's Boutique and like those was the big dogs. So I came in the game small, but I was in a pond with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot I was up against.
Hold on, but what's a bad batch? That's like if you order 2C and your shit be full.
No, okay, so say for instance if I order 50 bundles from my vendor, about 5 of those bundles gonna shed, not gonna color right. You gonna have some type of problem. I don't care what nobody say. Something is gonna be wrong. Right. That's just that's even with clothes, that's any company. Manufacturing, human mistakes is real. Yeah. So yeah, the hair.
So they was on your
the
head.
Hair was the word.
They was on your head.
It was bad. Yeah. It was bad.
Okay, super interesting. I think you like what's dope about you to me is that you know your business acumen. Sort of outside of that, you transitioned into like a cultural figure, right? Like people, like you were naming the culture that people like know and shit like that. There's this kid, he one of my favorite new rappers right now. His name Luh Tyler. From Florida. You heard of him?
Oh my God, yeah, I just heard the song.
Did you hear the song?
Yeah, no, that
Jayda Wayda, Ruby Rose. Yo, listen, he say your name in like every.
Yeah, he got a couple songs.
Yeah,
I just got hip.
Yeah, what you think about that?
I think
is it like flattering? Is it like
no? It's flattering for sure because he for sure up and coming. Like he up next for sure. But I just feel like that shit fire. Like that's what I do it for. Literally, like I love when people actually give me the flowers, you know, because you don't get that often. So it's like, okay, yeah, I don't care if you got 10 followers, you put me on song, I'm appreciative. Like, damn, you ain't have to say that.
Somebody sent it to you? Like, oh, look at
yeah, they were tagging me on my story.
Yeah.
And I just like, I go through my mentions. I look at everything. I see everything. And I was like, oh shit, I actually went and downloaded the song.
Oh, that's your fire, right? Yeah, Luh Tyler hard. Shout out Luh Tyler. That's super dope. I think the whole public shit is interesting, man, because it's like, there's a lot of goods that come with it, but it's a lot of bads, right?
Yeah.
Like you being public, how tough is that for you? Like just like having to deal with the critiques and the noise and all of the shit that come with that.
It used to be hard. Like when I was 16, up and coming and like just getting a lot of followers, gaining, you know, notoriety and things of that nature, it was hard. But now I'm to a point, I'm so strong-minded and confident in myself. Like, if I like it, that's all that matters. Yeah. If I'm comfortable posting it or if I'm comfortable sharing it with the world, nobody gonna be able to say nothing that makes me go back on what or how I feel. Yeah. It's all about being strong-minded. You gotta be strong-minded, being an influencer, an entertainer, a rapper, I don't care what it is, because it comes with scrutiny. That's just anything you dealing with. No, that's a fact. They always gonna have something to say. Always, right? Like it don't matter. I drop a video, they be in my comments like, nigga, why didn't you? You know what I'm saying? So like it's annoying, but it's life. That's what come with it. You gonna come back to Twitter? I know you deleted your Twitter. I think they liked you over there. Twitter was toxic. They liked you over there. They did a little bit. Yeah, so why Twitter was toxic. Yeah. Like I was finding myself, I felt like when I had a Twitter, I was a little too accessible because you can't. Anybody can mention you. Yeah. Anybody could go viral. You're gonna see it.
Oh, you got the Instagram where it's only your people could really.
I
put
literally,
it in there?
no. Anybody could comment on my Instagram, but comments, who cares about that?
Yeah.
I got my Instagram set up to where now, like, I'm literally just going off of vibes. I don't care what nobody got to say. I don't get DMs. I don't get mentions. I cut my DMs off. Like, what I'm posting is strictly because this making me happy to post it. Whoever don't like it, that's on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, before I would post stories and people would be like, why the fuck would you post this? And I would delete it. But now it's like, fuck it. That shit going up 24 hours. Whatever I got to deal with, I'm going to deal with it.
Right.
But I'm just posting. I'm just living, like, carefree.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
Fuck them.
Literally.
I feel that. I like that. Obviously, the other part of just being public is like dating life, right? Like,
oh my God,
everybody always in your business, and
yeah.
I don't know what's the current status of the relationship, but obviously, like, we seen you with Lil Baby, a big star, so like, there's two elements of public coming together.
Yeah.
How tough is that just on the relationship? Like, just having something that's that public with two public figures?
That shit is hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard, and I feel like social media in general, not even just for my situation, but like everybody's situation, when it comes to a relationship, both people have to be on the same accord or that shit not gonna work. Because social media different, especially when it comes to like you being happy publicly with a person.
They want you.
Oh, they're gonna they're gonna find
yeah.
anything. You can't do nothing without them like, oh, this person did this, or like you can't live.
Yeah.
So it's hard, like having a relationship, especially with two dominant people in the limelight. It's not easy.
Do you like it like that? Like in a dating kind of way that it's two dominant people? Or would you be able to date somebody like you, the dominant one, and your nigga like he just, he regular, like he work, whatever?
I could date someone that doesn't have status, but they have to be like, they gotta have something going on.
Something like
I'm
the bag?
But social media, clout, that shit, I don't give a fuck about that. I would love to have a person that isn't into that. You know what I'm saying? But as long as like they were able to match what I'm bringing to the table, I would vibe.
Yeah.
That would be like lovely.
I feel that. I mean, I think one of the cool things about you to me is like I said, is I saw you prior to the baby stuff and you was already moving. And generally, like when you see that, like maybe a girlfriend of a rapper, it's kind of like they get lit after.
After, right.
Was that a thing for you? Like kind of having to separate it, because he's a star, so it'd be like, oh, that's a Lil Baby girl or whatever. Like, was that a thing for you? Just
heck yeah. And that's why I work so hard now, because like regardless of what anybody try to tie me to or attach me to, like I work like in real life. Like I'm gonna get some money before, after, with, not with. Like I'm gonna stand just as tall by myself.
Yeah.
And I live by that.
I feel that. Last thing on the baby stuff. What was your first date like?
Our first date, like actual date, or the first time we met?
Nah, like your first date, like.
Our first date.
Go on a date.
We went to like a wing spot. Just like chill.
Yeah.
He a hood nigga for real, so it wasn't like wine and dine.
Right.
I feel like he didn't start tapping into that like later on in the relationship, like flowers and stuff like that. But it was just a wing.
It was a
date.
vibe, like was it?
A wing date, yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell me nothing. I was posting like, yeah,
busting
on the
these
day.
wings, right?
I'm on the day. I was feeling myself.
Posting his hand.
Yeah, it don't take much to please me. Like I'm strictly off vibes, frequency, energy. Like as long as the vibes are good, I'm gonna have fun.
Okay, that's cool. You caught some flack about a month ago when you said you like hood niggas. I saw that. They was all on your head.
They're
it was
crazy.
all on top for that one.
And I'll say it again.
Yeah.
I just like.
What is it about hood niggas that you like so much? Cause they was like, "What you mean?" I see.
Okay, so I wouldn't necessarily say hood niggas, but I like a guy that came from that because they understand life differently. They know how to like. They just more hip when it comes to. If we out on a date, I could get out my body and get drunk because I already know this nigga gonna make sure nobody following us home. Just basic things. I want a protector. I want somebody that is gonna literally, like, I could be comfortable around. Yeah. And that's what I meant by that. Like, somebody who can shelter me, make me feel comfortable.
That's a protector.
Yeah, a protector.
Yeah. Why do you think they got so mad at you for that?
I don't
statement?
know.
Was it
I
the
really
gun
don't
part?
know.
I think you said he needed a gun. I think he was joking, but
no, I was
on your
playing
head
when
for real.
I really wasn't playing when I said a gun. No,
Oh,
I
you
wasn't.
dead ass?
No, I keep
see,
my gun
in New York,
on me.
it's different
In
here.
New York, hey, I swear, I just left
catch a 3 for that.
I just left an interview and they were saying, well, that's different in New York.
Yeah.
Atlanta, you going out bad if you ain't got a gun on you. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So here, I get it. Not everybody can relate to that. So maybe the people in the comments that was mad are from New York.
It
makes sense.
Don't do that.
No,
See,
for
don't
real,
do that.
it makes sense.
You trying to say we haters up here?
No,
Don't do
y'all
that.
not haters, but y'all can't relate to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything not for everybody. And I'm starting to learn that as I post on social media. Some people not gonna understand why I'm doing this or why I have on this. So everything not for everybody.
Yeah, that's a fact. Tell me just like, how tough is it trying to juggle being the entrepreneur that you are with being a mom, right? Because like I watch your YouTube, I was catching up on the YouTube. We're gonna talk about that, but you know, you and your son, y'all like, you
Bonnie
holding
and
it
Clyde.
down, yeah,
That's
for
my,
real.
that's
like,
my, that's I don't want
how
to
hard
say
is
my
that
nigga,
trying to
but
juggle both
that's
of
my
those
dude.
things, like to be who you are and try to maintain all these things that you're doing, but still being able to be present in that way?
Honestly, I just make it to where you coming to work with me. You coming in the warehouse. My son, when you go in my warehouse, he got a play area, a bed. He loves being there too. So he makes it easier for me because he actually likes being around the warehouse. He likes coming with me to make money. And it's like he likes seeing me in that element. So it's not really a balance when he want to come to the warehouse. I don't even got to leave him with the nanny. He like, no, I want to go with you. So come on, everybody come to the warehouse. Nanny, mama, grandma, everybody. We all thugging at the warehouse.
Family to work day.
We eat family lunch. Family. We eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We just really be hanging at the warehouse. Like that's everybody's safe place.
That's so cool though, because he's having a real first-hand look of like what an entrepreneur looks like. I mean, that's super dope. Do you think he's like soaking a lot of this shit in?
Oh, he's soaking it in. We make him help with orders. Like, bring me that.
Yeah.
Put this in that bin. Like, he's getting it.
Right.
He know what's going on too. One day, it was so crazy. He ended up going to school, but after school, I had the nanny take him straight home because the warehouse was crazy. So I came back home and he was like, "Mommy, where you was at?" I was like, "The warehouse." He was like, "Without me?" He said, "Everybody is fired."
I'm the manager.
Yeah.
Like,
he was pissed. So he's that
that's what's up.
into it.
Yeah, I like that. Tell me about your YouTube channel. Like, how is that grind different for you than the social media stuff, or is it kind of the same? Like,
I feel like it's the same, only it's just like a deeper look into what I post on social media. So like I could post on my story that I went to this restaurant, but y'all don't really get to see the backstory of before I even walked into this restaurant, 10 girls stopped me on my way in. We chopped it up, had normal conversations, like just getting that outlook on what goes on besides like just a story post or a post on my page. It just take them along the way with me. So it's like, oh, we saw Jayda in this outfit. Oh, but she did all of this in that same day with this same outfit on. Like, that's what they want to see.
So it's more behind the scenes.
It's more behind the scenes, like real life.
Yeah.
Like people get to see my personality because I could post a picture all day, but like if you don't really know me, you're not gonna know like, damn, this bitch funny as fuck in real life. Right. You know?
Yo, content hard as fuck. Like
the content is crazy.
Yeah. It's not an easy thing. Like you would think it's just like, yo, you just make videos and post it. Like it's actually like it's hard, I think, to make content.
It is. And honestly, staying organic and just like, but it's not that hard when you just being yourself, you know? And I got a dope team behind me that's just bringing everything like to life. Like videographer, photographer, creative director. Like we really just be going on vibes and it works. Yeah. Like
I feel that.
It's no real plan we have. We just
film
me, follow me, film, edit. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you've been a vibe girl, like that's your thing. Like you just, you know what I'm saying? Like
strictly, I live my life off vibrations, energy.
You always been like that?
Vibes. Yeah, I always been like this, but I feel like I've been tapping more into it within like the past year. Like life is just an experience. You got to take everything in that moment and move on. You can't really let stuff affect you too much.
No, I feel that. I like that. What does elevation look like to you? Like, how do you continue? Like I said, I've watched you like do this. How do you continue to do that? What does that look like in your head?
Elevation it's just me becoming better. Like, today I felt like I had a good day, but tomorrow I want to have an even better day. You know, like, I just stay grounded, and I know what I want in the end.
Yeah.
You know?
What
like,
is that? What do you want?
I just want to be fulfilled. Not even like cars, clothes, jewelry. It's like just me honestly being happy. And I could sit here and say right now, I'm happy, but I still like get triggered. I want to like live my life to a point where I don't even get triggered or things don't even bother me for real. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's that ultimate higher level
Zen,
happiness,
like,
literally.
Hold on, but what triggers you? What is it that gets you in your bag when you like you go from Jayda to Wayda? I don't know if that's like a thing, but
A lot of things trigger me.
like what? Give me one.
Dang. Like when people just have attitudes or just negative energy, I'm always like you fucking up my, like I'm seriously, it's bad because I'm like, I just don't like bad energy.
Yeah,
like don't rub that shit off on me. Like if I hear my friends on the phone arguing with they nigga, like get the fuck from by me. Like that stuff like that triggers me.
Yeah. But you can't match negative energy with more negative
No.
energy.
I say it in like a nice. Well, no, I don't say it in a nice
Respectfully,
way.
get the fuck
like,
away from
like
me.
move. Like come on, fix your vibrations.
Right.
But it's life. We all go through it. Like I'm not just like all the way happy all the time, but like I get triggered. But that's one of those things that trigger me. Like,
I don't think none of us are. I don't even know if it's possible to just be like happy all the time, right? Like everything feels like it's like a constant.
It's ways.
Huh?
It's ways to be happy all the time.
It is. You think so? Mm-hmm. Like you could be happy all the time? What do you think would make you happy all the time? Like if I could change this one thing, I would be happy.
Shit, I don't even know, because I can't control that. Shit.
All right.
If I had the answer to that, shit, you
be
think I'd
there,
be
right? You be
right? I would be happy all the time.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Okay. Nah, for sure. No, I really love what you've been doing and continuing to do. Another thing I saw you were doing reality TV for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What was that experience like? Did you like it? Did you fuck with it? Like
that experience was different. You know, like really letting somebody see inside my life, but with other cast members. It was an experience. Like it was really an experience, and. It's not reality TV. I'm not against doing it again. I will actually do it again, but with better stipulations.
What does that mean?
Like, I would want to have more control over what's actually being shown to the public, things of that nature. Because I didn't have no control over that, and they was able to do whatever they want.
Do you feel like they made you look crazy? Was it like that, or you didn't like the way you was portrayed? Really?
No, I honestly, like, when I watched the show, I wouldn't say I was portrayed in a negative way. I feel like that's just how people kind of, like, wanted to take it. But my only reason to doing that show is because I wanted to showcase my business.
Yeah.
All the bullshit, because, like, even in my real life, I'm here to make money. I'm not an argumentative person. I'm not a confrontational person. I'm here to make my money and get on. I feel like they tried to, like, pull that out of me. Make me be somebody. That. And I don't like shit like that. Like, that's not the type of shit I do in real life. So that would be the only thing I said I disliked about it. Yeah. But I would do reality TV again. I feel like towards the end, I started having a ball doing it. I love filming. I used to be like, y'all not coming to film today?
Great. What was it? So I didn't actually see it. I was trying to like do my research and kind of go back and like see it. What is it? Is it just like a real in-depth look of your life and just other cast members around?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like just a storyline of my business and me just stepping into different ventures. I showcased my first pop-up shop. Fire. I showcased my first movie premiere, the first movie I was ever in, and just like different collections that I dropped throughout that couple months we were filming. Yeah. And of course, they gotta add drama.
They're gonna add
that. That's what people want to see. But I felt like they added it a little too much to where it kind of took away from, damn, this bitch really run a business, got her family working for her, got a whole bunch of college students that she hired and took under her wing. And not only that, she's stepping into different fields. Like, I'm an actress. I'm a pop-up shop. They thought the mayor threw an event, but it was me. 48 hours of promo. Let's talk about it.
Your shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit that people needed to focus on. Yet they
Right.
was too consumed in the bullshit.
Yeah, you
But
know how that go.
Yeah,
You
I
know
know
how-
how
you
it
know
go.
how
I
that
hate
go.
that
People
though.
love that. Yeah,
I
but
hate
that's-
that for
me
them.
too, me
Like,
too.
damn, focus on the good stuff. You
Did
know?
they make you beef with Ari? Because I didn't, like I said, I didn't see it. I just see headlines where they saying, "Yo, y'all don't like each other." Was it like? Did you feel like that? Was that a
No,
part of
I
it?
wouldn't say I felt like they made us beef. Heck no. I just feel like once they aired it, it looked like that.
Yeah.
But really behind the scenes, it didn't give no type of beef, nothing until the very like last 2 episodes. It was like, damn, how did it get this far?
Right.
Because it don't give that. Like we still were able to be in the same rooms. We all still on each other's close friends. It's like, damn, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But
Is it cool now? Is it love now? Like since all the shit is done?
It's always all love because it's like that was just me in that moment, an experience. That's what life is about, going through different experiences and learning how to handle it the next time it come up or something of that nature come up. That's why I said next time I do reality TV, different stipulations, I'm all
Control
in.
your shit. Yeah.
Period.
I feel that. I like that. Tell me, who your top 5 artists right now? Like who you listening to? Who in your play? If I took your phone and I looked through your playlist, who's in there?
SZA, her new album.
Hard. Yeah, I ain't gonna
She
lie.
went in.
Yeah. SZA hard.
Hot Boy. I've been fucking with Hot Boy.
Florida
lately.
Hot Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
he
Hot Boy.
fire.
I think he just got out too. Shout out to Hot Boy.
Baby,
Yeah.
then the Drake and 21 album. That's like my favorite.
That's
Those
your
my
fave?
like.
Yeah.
I'm listening to that all day.
Me too. I like Drake and 21. That's hard.
That shit fire.
Okay. You ain't ever want to do music now like that?
No, I mean I used to rap a long time ago. That's like I didn't even talk about that to be honest.
Like you took it serious? Like you was really rapping?
Yeah, like
or
I had a group and everything. That's how me
Like
and
get
my
drunk
best
and
friend.
freestyle?
Yeah, like when I get drunk now, I freestyle. It's still, but no one's ever gonna see that side of me.
Yo, can I get another drink, Julie? We try to get a 16 up out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's so funny. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Nah, super cool. Listen, I think, what you think? I just want to know lastly, because I feel like Atlanta to me has changed a little bit. Like I'm a New York nigga. Like I'm from here. Like I'm raised
Yeah, I
here.
feel
Like
it.
I'm a New York nigga.
No,
so
for real.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like I be, I come visit Atlanta. I like it down there. Do you think Atlanta's changed a lot? Like from
Atlanta is not the same.
Yeah.
Like I was literally just telling my friends that at the table, like I'm over it. Like it's just, I don't know. I don't know if that's because like a lot of people moving from there, or like the club life. Nothing is the nightlife. Nothing is the same no more.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. If I had the answers, I wish I could share it. But
Yeah.
that shit really
But it
just
feel different?
It don't
It ain't
hit the
like the
same
same?
no more.
Yeah.
Even going to the clubs, it's like, what the fuck am I doing in here? Like,
Right.
ew.
Yeah. Where would you move to? Like if you left, where would you go?
I like Miami, but I couldn't live there.
Yeah.
Maybe like LA.
LA? Yeah.
I could see myself getting a spot in LA.
Yeah. Jayda, you're really dope. I look forward to seeing you continue to do what you do. Lastly, just tell me like what's next? What's the vision? Like how do you what's
So next for me, I have my next collection dropping
when?
end of January, beginning of February. And really like that's it. I'm just taking everything to the next level 2023.
Yeah. I love it. Jayda, I appreciate you pulling up.
Yes,
thank you for your time.
having me.
Super dope interview. Everybody, Jayda Wayda, we out of here.